Welcome, welcome. Good evening. How are you? What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Good evening. Angelic Empress, how you doing? It's been a long time. Hope all is well. How's life treating you? Oh, I've been up and down. Doing better now. Last year was a little rough for me, but I made it through. That's the important thing. Making it through and understand why. You in the States, right? Yeah, if I recall correctly. The US. Welcome. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Your only sibling. Okay. Yeah. Death death is a tough transition that we, the living, have to endure, but it's through the death that we find a life within us that person left. So we carry on whatever they put inside of us so we can give it to another. That's how I look at death now. I used to look at it dreadfully, drearily. But now, after encountering so much death in my life, parents are gone, ex-husband, children of my father is gone, you know, people are dying left and right. I just thank God that I'm here in this moment right now. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm not worried about next week because that will take care of itself. I have to stay focused on the here and the now. What am I going to do for myself right now in this moment to keep myself afloat mentally, stably, position myself, always be prepared and be ready because you never know what life will throw at you. Yeah, and the physical, exactly. It's like coming to that understanding that you're never gonna actually physically ever hear or see that person again. I have those moments, and lately I've been thinking about my children's father a lot. Lately, I have his ashes in my home, so it's like I know he's gone, and I'm never gonna physically see him again. You know, despite whatever we went through in this lifetime. You know, He he and I created 7 children in this world. But now only half is left behind, which is me. And yeah, death is a very sensitive and touchy subject for a lot of people. I wouldn't say I'm desensitized to death or I'm afraid of it. It's just a lot of things that I still don't understand and I would like to learn and know. Yeah, ain't that funny? I be thinking that too. Seriously. They say because when you spiritually connected to someone, whether they hear or not, if you connected with them, it's not about whether they hear physically. It's what's going on spiritually. Yep. And it was times throughout my months last year that I was just feeling so alone and so depressed, and all of a sudden he would just pop up in my mind, and I would remember the strength that he had to endure what life was throwing at the both of us, so yeah, that kind of helped me, to be honest. Yeah. Wow, thank you. And my parents, they passed away. I can't believe it's been 22 years that my father died. My mother died when I was 11 years old. I'm 43 now. So in 1990, she passed away. So it's been, oh, wow, like 40 years almost. No, wait, 30. Like 30 something years my mom's been gone. And the only time that I ever felt her presence was right after she passed away. I was crying. I was in her bed, and I felt like somebody sit next to me. And I didn't get scared or anything because I knew it was her. In my heart, I was like, I know that's you, mommy. I miss you. I want you to come back. I was a child. I didn't understand. All I could do was cry, you know, and be sad, because that's what society was teaching us growing up as children, that death is something to be looked upon as bad. But honestly, she was suffering, and now I see, like, she's in a better place compared to what we still have to learn and the lessons that we got to go through in order to transition to that point in that time when death happens to us. You feel me? That's all. I had to take a break because when they diagnosed me with the congestive heart failure, it's like my health, I had to get my health back up to par. I'm not 100% because there's days where I'm tired, exhausted. Actually, the medication is helping me a lot, but it's a downside to taking blood thinners because it literally almost killed me last year. I had to go into the hospital and get a blood transfusion because of the medication thinning my blood out. I was actually losing blood through my menstruation. For 2 months straight, I was bleeding. And I didn't even think nothing of it. I thought it was an irregular period. Little did I know that the hemoglobin that carries oxygen to oxygenate your blood cells, it was at a number 4. It was declining rapidly. And the doctors had told me if I would have never came into the emergency room, I probably could have had a stroke, a heart attack, or whatever. And it was due to the side effects of taking blood thinners, to keep the stent that they placed in my heart, from getting clogged again. So I had to stop those medications immediately. And I'm just trying to transition myself by, changing my diet, exercising, walking every day, staying on top of, you know, what I'm consuming and things like that. Your boyfriend has heart problems too. Wow, yeah. It's been really hard. Yeah. I can attest to that. That is not easy, especially congestive heart failure. Is like, is an overwhelming feeling, like the gravity pulls the weight into the lungs, and it's a complicated system, the way the heart and the lungs work together. And I gotta constantly monitor how much I'm drinking and things like that. Yeah, always tired too. Yep. It's days that I don't even want to go nowhere, do anything, but I force myself because I always got to keep that up front. As long as I get a minimum of 30 minutes of exercise, I'm doing something productive to keep my blood flow pumping through my heart, and take my medicine every day and things like that. So it gets greater later. It does. Yeah. That's how I'm looking at the situation and approaching it, to the point where I'm telling myself it's gonna be okay. Just gotta take it easy, Maria. That's all. You know. It's people who worse off right now in this world, and they ain't got nobody. You know. But that's not a thing to play with. Your heart, yeah. I was in denial, but after a while, we human beings, we go through denial. Shit. Yeah, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because that raises your blood pressure, and it also can affect your blood pressure too. Yeah, having sex, it raises your blood pressure, your heart is pumping faster, and it's scary. Yeah. Just gotta be patient, take your time. You'll know when it's the right moment and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's good that, you're there to support him. That's a beautiful thing. Because it can get lonely, especially when you're dealing with a illness and you live alone. It's scary at times. But I always pray and I ask God to protect me and give me the strength to get up and persevere and do what I got to do, no matter what. Okay, to keep up with his heart rate. Oh, they didn't give me a monitor. They they put a stent in my aortic valve, the main artery that actually distributes the blood into the heart. That's what I was told. They went in through my arm. I was awake during the procedure. This was last June, like a year ago. Yeah. But I'm continuing to exercise, lose weight. They say that'll help with the blood pressure. Um, it'll alleviate a lot of the problems too, with the breathing, the shortness of breath, and things like that. Daddy Hummack, welcome. How you doing? It's been a long time. He don't want to get it, the stent. Oh, is he's scared of it? Oh, okay. Oh, hey, baby boy. But angelic empress, yeah. The stent, yeah, it becomes part of the heart genetic makeup. Like, it actually grows into the heart's vein. They said, but I have to take the blood thinner. So I did take it for almost a half a year before I was losing my blood and everything. But I'm not taking them no more. But yeah, I don't want to get no more stents placed either. That's why they gave me cholesterol medication, to keep the blood from thickening, and I don't eat like fried foods no more like I used to. And I just try to avoid junk food and fast food. I cook at home now. I like to make my own soups and stuff like that. And I've lost a significant amount of weight. I was what, 350 pounds a year and a half ago. Now I'm 280. How many pounds is that? That's almost 170 pounds, something like that. Oh, oh wow. Okay, yeah, that's different from having a catheterization. Daddy Helmick, I'm doing much better, thank you. Last year was kind of rough for me. I was in and out of the hospital, you know, going through my own denial phases of my health conditions, but I had to accept certain things. I'm getting older. Just turned 43 years old. It's time for me to stop running away from the truth, you know? The damage that I caused myself by being a smoker and being overweight and obese. That's pretty much the reason why, because I smoke a lot of cigarettes. And quitting smoking is one of the most hardest things. It's the most addictive drug on this planet because of all the chemicals and the nicotine and shit that they put in them cigarettes. I just can't leave them alone. And I know that I'm truly continuing to destroy myself. But I drastically reduced my intake. I'll tell you that much. I'd rather smoke a marijuana joint before I go and smoke a pack of cigarettes in one day. Yeah. Marijuana is, a drug too, but I gotta weigh my options sometimes. But I'm trying to stay away from marijuana too, because marijuana it raises your blood pressure and it causes your heart to pump harder and work harder too. Yeah. How you been, Daddy Helmet? How was the New Year's for you guys? Everything came in right on time when the clock struck 12. I was sleeping personally. I woke up like 3 o'clock in the morning. I scratched my head. I said, "Oh, it's over." And then I said, "Let me look for the New Year's Eve dropping the ball thing." I couldn't even find no videos of the New Year's Eve ball because of the pandemic, and nothing happened. Oh, you cry? Happy tears, I'm hoping. Right? Like, yes, I did it. It's another milestone. I survived. I made it another year. Yo. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, you hate saying goodbye to the other older year. But in reality, do we truly say goodbye? Or are they stored memories within our brains? Brain is like a CPU, a computer, you know what I'm saying? The brain stores a lot of information, good and bad. It's up to us what we choose to do with that information that can elevate us, keep us stuck, stagnate us, make us regress, or we could find the strength to progress. You know? Uh-oh. I'm already making a mess. Mm-mm. I think I have OCD because I could drop a little drop or something, and I've been like, I gotta clean the whole damn table up now. Alright, let me chill and relax. Yeah. All right, Daddy Helmick, that sounds good. Yeah, email me anytime. That's fine. Give me 1 second. All right, give the kids a kiss for me. Tell them I said good night. You too. I'm gonna I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Ooh. Oh, I needed that bathroom break. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened to the okay. Good night. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pull some messages for the end of the day. Well, I got my Kuan Yin meditation playing softly in the background. I hope it ain't too loud. If it's a little too loud, please let me know. I'll turn it down. But yeah, anybody new, welcome. I'm Maria, and this is my channel, Maria's Tarot's Journey with me. Matter of fact, hold on. I need to change the setup. Give me a minute, y'all. 1 second. We're gonna do this like this. Spirit. hopefully, yeah, hopefully this will work for right now. We're going to be working with the Soul's Journey Lessons card. And as I said, we got Kuan Yin in the background. Feel me? Also going to pull a Miracles Now affirmation at the end of the read, alongside a Loving Your Inner Goddess for the ladies and the gentlemen. I know it's the month of the Pisceans. They having their birthday. Happy birthday, Pisces. I'm gonna get y'all collective reading out, hopefully by the end of this week. Gotta take my time, don't jump into it all at once, y'all. But welcome. I'm Maria, and this is my channel, Maria's Tarot's Journey with me. Come on, collective, and take this journey with me. Spirit of the Most High and Divine that resides within me, I ask that you provide me with the truth, wisdom, clarity, and understanding. It is only through the collective consciousness that I pray for all those in need of peace and serenity. Guide me, Holy Divine. Protect me, Archangels, as I read into the tarot on behalf of the collective, so that they may transmute their energies to serve them throughout their days for their greatest and their highest good of all. I thank you in advance, Spirit, for any and all messages that will be received. This is a end of the day tarot message for the collective. And let's go ahead and get the singing bowl started. What does the collective need to know right now, Spirit? Show me what I need to know, please. Thank you in advance. Let's go ahead and get your soul's journey lessons. Something to meditate, reflect upon. You may or may not be going through whatever comes through the soul's journey lesson cards. However, if it don't apply, put it on the shelf and come back at a later time. You never know. Today's lessons card is about adversity, y'all. We got adversity coming through for the collective. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Spirit wants you to know what adversities have placed you in parallel predicaments where you had no other option but to be strong. Adversity. Are you ready, willing, and able to face certain truths within yourself, collective? Adversity is your lesson card for today. With that being said, we're going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot for today's messages. It's a 3-card spread. Let's get it popping. Let's see what's going on with the collective. Show me what I need to know, Spirit. Keep adversity in the forefront, too, when it comes to the messages that's going to be delivered. All right. In your mental position, we have none other than the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is someone that you could be connecting with, or it could be yourself, collective, that has to spread a message of a beginning of a new start in some area. You've been thinking and contemplating on it for quite some time. Physically, it's time to make moves, and I mean boss moves. And with making boss moves comes what, y'all? Come on, spirit is always on time. Page of Swords is all about inquiries, asking the necessary questions in the faces of adversity within your realm right now, collective. Spiritually, what's going on? Keep moving forward, no matter who come, no matter who go, and no matter who decides to stay. The Chariot is all about making the ultimate decision, right? By continuing to move forward, because at the bottom of the deck with the overall energy for today's overall message, reflections. What adversity do you find yourself in that has put you in a predicament when it comes to you receiving a message or delivering a message to someone? And it's all based on action. Mentally, you done did the footwork. Now it's time for death, transformation, and change to occur within the collective. So spiritually, it's about making that choice to keep moving forward no matter what. Let's go ahead and clarify. I'll be using the oh my god, Tori. I remember her name, but it's a beautiful deck, and it deals with your chakras. So let's go ahead and see what chakras you need to work on in respects towards your mind, body, and spirit, just for today's message and energies. Let's get it, y'all. Page of Wands is coming through for the mental position, collective. Page of Wands is someone that comes in and is very direct, not discreet. Adversity, what are you reflecting on that's going to make you inquire about how can you move forward in order to change through death and transformation? Let's get it. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is being clarified with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords talks about coming to an ending, a completion. No more pain, misery, and suffering. Whatever adversity you have faced in regards towards your mental capacity, collective, Spirit wants you to know that death is amongst many of you out there in the collective that are fearing the change. Do not fear the adversity that you have to face when it comes to messages coming your way. It's time to release old hurt and old pains, y'all. How they gonna do that, Spirit? Clarify the Page of Swords for them. Four Wands is clarifying the Page of Swords energy. So today, looking back throughout your day and what you had to endure, the interactions, the people, the places, and the things that you position yourself with, is all about stability. Finding the appropriate time to take action with the Four Wands to lay down a new foundation. You do that by inquiring new information within yourself in order to free yourself from what? From the old hurts and pains with the Ten of Swords, which represents your solar plexus chakra. Right here, y'all. Your solar plexus chakra. Alright? So let's get the last clarification for the Chariot and the Death card. And the Chariot is clarified with the Two of Wands. A lot of fire energy coming through for today's read. Someone in the collective is going through a shitstorm right now, but Spirit is reminding you, no matter what adversity you are facing, hold on. You got to keep moving forward. It's time to make that decision. Grab one of them wands, Two of Wands. Go down the path that you know is going to serve you that's going to be best for you, collective. And the reason I say that is because once you do and you make that decision to let go and let God and give yourself good orderly direction, whether you believe in a higher power or not, death is not about the physical or the physicality of your body dying. It's about transforming the spirit within you that needs to be awakened, and it's awakened through adversity. If you're comfortable in uncomfortable situations, you will transform and change certain things within your realm. Why? Because it's time to shatter the illusions that have been put upon you, that you have placed upon yourself with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is an energy that we can mentally mind fuck ourselves at the end of the day, collective. But to be quite frank and to be honest with you, whether someone is trying to deceive you, you already know what you gotta do. Transform your thinking from the pain, misery, and suffering. Lay down a new foundation. That's what adversity does for us at the end of the day. Excuse me, this is the Ten of Wands. So actually, we got two completions coming your way. I said Two of Wands. The Ten of Wands is an ending of a brutal cycle within your mind. Spirit is always on time because that Seven of Swords is keeping someone mentally entrapped and enthralled within their own inadequate thoughts. But at the end of the day, the lessons will be learned with the world. The world is about completions, endings, new cycles, and new beginnings coming. Once you balance out your solar plexus chakra, your emotional state of well-being, you'll have the capacity to open up your heart and set yourself free so you can start to derive new opportunities with this Four of Wands energy that's actually crossing the Page of Swords. We got a lot of air energy in the collective out there. You're thinking with your mind, and spirit needs you to understand this Ten of Wands, whatever burdens you've been carrying, it's all in the process. The due process of change, death, and transformation is coming your way for many. Adversity is going to be what they call that? The precursor to put you in position and align you so you can see exactly what you need to let fall to the wayside so you can rebuild on solid ground with the Four Wands. That's why spiritually it's time to move forward. No matter who come and no matter who go. Just for today, letting go and putting yourself first and knowing that this too shall pass. Whatever hurts that have came to you, it's time to balance out the scales. And you do that by accepting the things that you cannot change and changing the what? Changing the things you can. With the world energy, this is about a full completion. It's about changing your mindset and changing your inner world so your outer world can start anew. It's time to put in the work, collective. I'll close your message out with love and light. Let's move on to the oracle. Loving your inner goddess for the final messages. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Let me clear the board. Loving your inner goddess. Final message for today's end of the day tarot reading for those in the collective that need something to pick them up, to give them that hope and perseverance that all will be well. Focus on the here and now, collective. Let's get it. What the Spirit wants you to know about loving your inner goddess. Let's see what comes up, y'all. I thank you in advance, Spirit. We have the Shaman of Skulls. Final message. Shaman of Skulls. Wow. That's a beautiful message if I remember correctly. I've guided a couple times when I read for myself. Loving your inner goddess. Collective. Check it out. Kuan Yin, where you at? There you go. In a reading, the Shaman of Skulls. Collective, in your heart, you have been asking for something different, something more, and the universe is answering your prayers. You do not need to be afraid of the changes happening or that are going to happen for you. They are part of the answer from the universe. You might feel uncertain because you cannot see how it is all going to work out. But know the universe is caring for you and will provide you a way to move through the transition with grace. You are not crazy to willingly enter this experience. There is nothing that you need to avoid, and so much that you will gain. Spiritual guidance. Something is ending, collective. Something that has meant a lot to you. Maybe it's a relationship, a phase of your life, an identity that no longer suits you. Maybe it is an inner ending that you cannot quite articulate. Death and transformation is amongst the many's. This is a symbolic death with a great purpose. The shaman is spiritually trained to overcome the fear of the symbolic death, and instead of avoiding endings, to willingly go through them with the awareness that an ending is simply the other side of the beginnings. The shaman learns that endings happen when something new wishes to be born. The shaman knows that this is ultimately for the good and has compassion for the human mind that will feel very uncomfortable and resistance to the process. So, even whilst may even whilst we may accept the change, even with gratitude, our minds, that's that 10 of swords, y'all, our minds might feel uncertain and afraid. We might feel confused or try to cling to what is ending. Drop the adversity within your own spirit, collective. These are natural human responses to loss, especially when we sense the loss is irreversible and that life will never be quite the same. And that life will never be quite the same again. Be patient with yourself. Be kind, but also know that the new life is happening for you now according to a higher purpose and a loving plan. Your life is meant to change at this time. Be encouraged. From the ashes of this symbolic death, you shall rise again. The sacred ritual. Place your hands lightly on either side of your head and say aloud, "The sacred skull holds the light of wisdom, shining unconditional divine love in all directions now." Use your fingertips to gently massage your head all over, including under your jaw and behind your ears, and allowing your head to feel relaxed. It begins in the mind and it's going to end in the mind, collective. And I thank you, Spirit, for the beautiful message that so gracefully correlates with the end of the day message when it comes to facing adversity, dealing with loss, 10 of swords, endings and new beginnings is coming your way. It's all on how you are ready, willing, and able to accept certain things about what the universe is trying to bless you with. In order for new things to arise, you gotta let old things fall to the wayside. You feel me, y'all? I'm just saying. Go back and replay the message and hear it all over again and listen to the end of the message, and it'll all make sense. Adversity is not good nor bad. It's necessary in order for death and completion and transition to occur within whom? Within you. Feel me? So anyway we can grow and move forward and do bigger and better things so we can learn how not only to serve ourselves, but to serve humanity in itself. And with that being said, I'm Maria. I want to thank you for taking this journey with me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you choose to do so. And if you're interested in personal readings, reach out to me through my email, and I'll get back to you on that. I'll send you your private messages via email as well. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, God willing. Later.